Hello, welcome to episode 2 of our Timberborn Update 2 Iron Teeth Let's Play. Last time we got off to a good start with our little settlement on the top of this, I guess you could call this a, I don't know, a terraced flat top hill thing. I don't know. I'm not a geologist or a geography expert or whatever you want to call these things. Anyway, we've got a good start right here. We've got a tree farm, we've got food farm, we've got a little bit of production that's currently paused. We'll take care of that in just a moment. And we have the beginnings of our journey over here to get some metal, because the Iron Teeth are big into metal and all the different production things that come along with that. And it's the start of cycle 3, and I think we're going to be able to get a lot of good stuff done today. So in the meantime, before we dive too deep into a whole lot of other stuff, I want to talk about a couple of things that you guys have suggested in the comments. I'm seeing a lot of people saying we need to be putting levees around this entire stream right here. And as soon as we get dynamite, blowing this up, making this deeper, because this map does not have a lot to offer in terms of water. And yeah, it's pretty easy to see. You go around the rest of the map, there's pretty much nowhere else that is having water outside of these couple of streams. There's a couple spots we could very easily dam up and create a reservoir, or like even right here, if we just pump some water in, that's going to be good for that. And right around here, actually, if we built this out and just put up some walls here, that would end up being a very, very nice reservoir. So we'll be getting into some of that a little bit later. For the time being, we're going to work on getting over to the metal, start harvesting that, and jump starting our, I guess you could say, industry in that field. So let's go ahead and get our speed back going up. I did want to go ahead and also plant some more trees. Had a couple of you guys say, hey, you should be planting some birch trees, because you're going to have all sorts of problems with wood if you don't have different variety of stuff. So to actually do that, I guess we can take this off of fast speed. We're going to have to water this whole area over here, and seeing how we don't have explosives yet, and we won't for a while, I was trying to figure out how to do that, and then somebody left a comment that, hey, you can research levees, which we have the points to do. You can research levees and actually place them kind of in a square, and then dump water into the square using the water dump item. So I think that's what we're going to try and do, and I think I can get away. Go ahead and research that. I can probably put a pair of these guys, maybe right about here, and actually have the water dump go in here, and that should irrigate most of this area. We're going to give that a shot. We're going to see if that's something that's going to work. Of course, we don't have enough science points for the water dump, which we will have to take care of. We do have an unemployed beaver, so I think in the interest of science, literally, we'll go ahead and get this one built. Turn that on turbo mode. So they're going to have their own little science fair over here. And in the meantime, we can get back to work getting this whole thing taken care of. Just build a path right up the side here. And I believe this will still be well within range. We'll go ahead and make it so they can cut all this. I don't think they're going to be able to reach from over here. We'll have to put in another thing right here. But as soon as we get over here, that's going to unlock so many possibilities for us when it comes to different types of research and building and all that fun stuff. So we're just going to go ahead and get these taken care of here, because actually we can't research those yet. But this will all be ready to go as soon as we have the ability to get everything researched and done here. Just waiting on some logs and planks to get delivered. I don't know that we have enough planks, so we're actually going to go ahead and, since we have these trees down here, we're going to go ahead and turn this lumber mill back on and get stuff going. We do have 2 beavers researching, so that should go a little bit faster here. We'll get up to 250, probably before too long, and then we can put some water in here and hopefully irrigate. It's not going to be all of this, but most of this area. I'm going to guess it's probably going to be about to here, maybe? We'll see. All right, I am liking this. This is still well into the light green, I guess, a distance. So this will be perfect. I guess we can go ahead and just prioritize those two and get all of this ready to go. Looking good. That'll also help keep this tree from drying out. And once we have all the water here, we can plant a whole bunch more trees. Probably this entire top thing is going to be trees for right now, honestly. We will see what else we have to do. We have plenty of power. We're going to be doing some other stuff like making gears, hopefully before too long. Yeah, we're not quite here yet. I'm not going to keep these on for too much longer. I actually think, yeah, they're not going to be able to cut any more wood. So I want to make sure we're not wasting any of these planks. And I think, okay, we need 4 more. And of course they can't put this in until they put the other ones in. So we'll go ahead and connect these up. And I think that's going to be okay. We're closing in on our 250 here. Really hope this doesn't take too long. I do have to put the path all the way out to here, unfortunately. Or, you know what? No, we're going to be smart. We have the ability to make good decisions. Theoretically. Not always. Now, some of these have to be pretty close. Like we got 89%, 90%. Still going to be a couple days worth, but we can go ahead and research our water dump, and we'll go ahead and place. Now, if I do this right here, I can just put some stairs going up to it. Then I don't have to waste space up here. So we'll do that. And then that should take care of all of those things. We have our stairs here. Yeah, they're going to require planks anyway, so it was kind of an automatic requirement there. All right, we can. I think I'm going to go ahead and leave. Okay, this doesn't have anything stored. I'm very good at deleting resources from things that shouldn't be deleting resources, so we're going to try to keep a better eye out for that. We'll put in a lumberjack flag here. They'll get these dead trees. And then pretty much next couple of minutes, as soon as they get to another 250 science, we're going to get a scavenger flag and get started on metal. But I hear you saying, your storage is full. Build more storage. We will, in due time. Once these maple trees start coming up, we're going to really, really be able to build a lot and progress appropriately. Right now, we're just waiting on wood. We're not in any danger of losing or anything because we don't have any wood, because, of course, these are close. This one's at 95%, so it should not be too much longer. Yeah, a lot of these are at 95%. I'm not very good at math, so what that is of 30 days, I could not tell you off the top of my head. But I believe we're going to be in very good shape. Now, I guess these are just going to keep making beavers until I pause them, which is useful, but also potentially problematic. So I think we're going to want to build another barrack pretty quickly here. But we don't have enough logs to do so. We will as soon as we can. We might end up moving the barracks over here close to the cliff. Somebody actually gave me a good idea of building them kind of like right here, so that we could then put the gravity batteries on top when we get there. Put them on top of these guys. Although I think by the time we get around to doing that, there's going to be some better spots of the map that we're actually going to be able to use a lot more effectively because of the height. Like maybe right here would probably end up being a good spot. I don't know if this is going to keep being a tree farm forever. That's just what it is right now. So I think that's not really going to be too much of an issue. Somebody else also mentioned spreading out the log piles so construction doesn't take as long. We're going to be doing that, but again, this is very, very early game. So I think, is it connected by paths? Okay, now it is. So as soon as they start putting water in here, yeah, look at this. Okay, perfect. I would have wanted maybe a little bit more here, but this is really going to let us get our trees into a much, much better spot here. So let's go ahead and put in some birchy boys all right here. And then we're going to have some chestnut trees as well. We'll do all this. And then some of these trees we are going to take out of the cut area. Actually, we haven't even applied the cutting area. So let's go ahead and apply the cutting area so we can unapply the cutting area. I know that seems kind of counterintuitive, but trust me on this. I think chestnuts we're going to want to keep at least some of them always ready to go. So I think we'll leave, see, that out of the cutting area. And then now that these have, well, once these have all been cut and replanted, we're going to make some of these the closest to the forester outside of the cutting area as well. And we'll harvest those for syrup. And then once we get these first couple of pines taken care of, then those will be unharvestable as well. And we'll get those for sap. But it's going to be a little bit before we really do anything with that, because that is 500 science points. And we aren't going to need the products of those for probably another, I don't know, half dozen episodes or so, but we're going to be thinking ahead. We're going to try and start compiling resources well in advance of when we need them, so that when we get to that point, everything is ready to go. Just have to figure out what the best way to do that is going to be. Alright, nothing to do in range, because this guy has already cut down everything. There's no goods in stock. We will get rid of that. And he can go off and do whatever he pleases. And they are planting all these, so that's looking good. Yeah, I think we're going to make this entire... Okay, we might not stop cutting them down just yet, because these guys have so much wood that they can give you. The birch trees I'm not worried about. Or chestnuts, rather. Because, one, it's going to be another almost month in game. A couple cycles before these even are fully grown. Although I think we might go ahead... As soon as we get the tapper shack unlocked, we might start protecting the pine trees and everything else. Because the chestnut trees, we can harvest with our, I believe, yeah, the gatherer flag, which we will fully employ. And we can also plant some dandelions, which we should go ahead and do. Okay, how far again? All right. I think... plant all of this stuff should still be in range. Looks like it is. Yeah. Because these can be gathered. That's a nice, easy thing to do. I guess we'll just pop one of those there. Because these guys will not reach all the way over there. Alright, now we have a pretty good amount of the wood stored up. We're going to go ahead and build some more storage. I'm not going to unlock the large warehouse quite yet. I know some of you are probably wondering why I'm not doing that yet. Well, we are going to try and do things in a reasonably efficient manner. It doesn't necessarily mean stuff is going to make sense at the time, but there is a long-term plan in place, and hopefully it ends up making sense. So in the interest of surviving the next drought, and because we have all of this here, I think we're going to try and get into putting levees everywhere. We're not quite rolling in wood yet, but we do have quite a bit of these maple trees taken care of. So I think a good way to start is going to be just damming this thing up here. Actually, no, we're not going to put those there because we have this whole area right here that is begging to be used as a reservoir, and we can put these nice tall water pumps in there. So I think actually what I will propose instead is to put these all like this. We're going to have to get a little bit busier with our lumberjack flags here. Unfortunately, these paths cost nothing to build, so we will take full advantage of that. And we'll get these trees out of here. Although I think I can probably... No, we'll have to... not do, man, we got a lot of food. We're doing well on the food, so I think now is probably pretty safe to go ahead and start building more barracks. Because we have the technology. But first, scavenger flag, research that. Bring them over here. Okay. Pop that one right there. We'll just let one of them get to work on that. We'll pop in some stairs here for the ease of building. Oh, I like the color of the levees for these guys. It's that nice industrial gray. Yeah, that's going to be nice. So the reason we're doing this is we're going to build this up slowly and then turn this into a massive reservoir, which we're going to do by taking advantage of the natural topography here. And I think I could make this a little bigger by just enclosing this entire thing, but I think for right now, we're just going to do one of these things. And I actually should move this a little further that way because I realize I'm taking away their ability to accomplish a whole bunch of stuff here. I think we can safely get rid of this. Looks good. Okay, here comes a drought. And we don't really have to worry about droughts yet because we do have a pretty good supply of water. And we don't have to worry about really running out too much stuff here. We're in good shape. Now this is completely full of logs. So I am going to go ahead and build another log pile. But I'm going to put it... do I want to put one down here? I guess I could build this into the side of the dam. Do I have enough room to put 3 side by side? No, it's going to be 2.5. So I think we'll go ahead and do right here. Just put one because we can, and we can stack these. That'll be nice because I imagine this is going to be some more industry stuff right here, so it'll be good to have access to all of that. Nobody's doing anything with this yet because they don't really have a reason to. So let's get a spot to put another couple barracks in. I think we can get these right up against the edge of the cliff here. We can actually move these away. So we'll go ahead and put in, let's call it 3 of these. Say 3 of these. And then we will go ahead and get everything situated the way we want. That connects nicely there. All right, do we have 4 beavers employed here? We do not. So we'll go ahead and do that. Let them get a little bit of a head start on stuff. Stuff is growing nicely, and this shouldn't ever really dry out, I don't think, so we should be in good shape. Got about a day and a half. All right. So this needs to be... I don't know why they take time to build the lumberjack flag when it's literally just, I don't know, like a couple of logs and a sign that says, hey, cut these trees down. I don't know. Anybody doing this yet? No, we're not quite up to that point in terms of availability of labor, which, you know, it's okay. It's fine. We'll get there. We got a long way to go. Now, if we were smart, we could probably put another tree farm down here just because. But we have so much wood up here now, I think, honestly, it's fine. I'm not going to be too worried about it. We're going to be in pretty good shape. I think, I'm not, obviously can't unlock all this, but I think I can get this up another 4 blocks easy. Easy. And then, which means we'll have to put in levees across this whole thing and then a floodgate on top of that to get to the 4. And I think I can do that with a triple floodgate. Yeah. So actually, if I can get them to, oh, well, I guess it doesn't matter anymore because this is all dried up anyway. But that'll be a project for them to take care of as we get into the next cycle, which I think we can still accomplish in today's episode with no problems. Just have to make sure these beavers don't get stuck here. That would be quite annoying. We'll leave one of these, say this one right here. We'll make that lowest priority so they still have an escape route. Oh, man. And we are going to have enough water still here to make this viable for the rest of the beavers. That should be fine. We'll go ahead and pause this guy because he can't cut anything. And yeah, so we'll get through our super dangerous 4-day drought if we survive. Got plenty of berries stored up, so you know things are going pretty well. I would like to get into bread. It seems that this is still in the process of growing. We actually have wheat. We just don't have grindstones because we don't have the mechanical power yet to really take advantage of that. Exhausted? What are you exhausted for? Oh, he must be one of the homeless beavers. Alright, well, let's get, I don't know why they're not building these barracks as a priority. We should probably be prioritizing that, no? Wouldn't you think? Alright, so this guy is going. Looking good. I think we can probably... Actually, yeah, right here, put in a warehouse just for metal. We will allow none except scrap metal. And that should make it a whole lot easier so he doesn't have to go all the way across the map to do everything. Yeah, we gotta get this barracks built, or our guys are gonna be all sorts of angry. There we go. So now we actually have a room. We're going to leave this one open, but as soon as the second one gets built, we're going to tear this one down and probably put... Actually, I could go ahead and put another farmhouse right here on this kind of dead land, because we're not going to be able to grow anything there anyway, so that's going to be fine like that. But we are going to move this out of the way and try to take a little bit better advantage of our space over here for farming. It's not going to be much of an issue right now, but as the town grows, we are going to start running into problems with food supply. Although I'm going to do my best not to do any dumb things that would make that worse. There we go. Now everybody's got a place to sleep. And we're all happy. All feeling good. Now let's see, what else can we be unlocking here? We don't really need to worry about these row houses. Those are cool. We're going to get into those. We don't need them right this second. Let's see what else in science. We're not getting into the golems just yet. As far as well-being goes, we could research shower, well, double shower. Uh-oh. I guess they're more sophisticated over here in the Iron Teeth land because the folktails only have single showers. Maybe they just have a little bit less shame. But we'll get into that a little later. Somebody suggested a very good idea of putting some stuff across the river and having these stairs go down there, so they're forced to cross through the river and get their fur wet and get that bonus instead of having to put in showers or whatever. So we're going to do that. We're going to, across here, put something. I just don't know exactly what that something's going to be. Maybe it'll be something fun. I don't know if I have a great spot to put one of those. Oh, the drought's over anyway, so it's not like that really matters. I don't know if I have enough space to put one of those Lido, whatever things in, because they can be kind of temperamental about the water level. But we are going to go ahead and get that set in there. I think we can put in some more of these lumberjack flags. So I'm going to go ahead and put in 2 more of those. Give some of our beaver boys a little bit of extra space. Still waiting on logs here. We're going to get this whole thing all set up and ready to go. Yeah, see, this is now it's looking pretty nice. So I wonder if I have the ability. How many points is this stuff anyway? 250 points. Okay, that's a little bit out of our budget in terms of science use at this point in time. We're nowhere near monuments yet. But is there anything else that's like cheaper? Medical beds. We're not really having injuries yet. Shrines. Yeah, everything else is just kind of expensive to unlock. But we can have some campfires maybe. Sounds like a nice time. Where can I put one of these? I could just put it on top of the... oh, it's ground only. Never mind. I can put a rooftop terrace on top of the log storage. But why don't we, on a spot we can't actually grow anything because there's no water or anything. I'm going to leave a 3x space here. Let's put a campfire right there that they'll have to walk through. Okay, we're going to pause this barracks, get these guys in here. We actually only have 1 free bed, so I guess it's time to build another one of these guys. Make sure that's facing the right way. Yep. And we're going to get rid of these. Get rid of these. And then I think what we're going to end up doing here, I should have room for 1 more. So, you know, might as well just go ahead and do it. Because this faction does not breed to fill the available space. They breed in these incubator pods. So it really doesn't matter how much housing you have. You're not going to get a population rush because of that. You'll get it because of these things. So I think this is going to be a smart idea to do this. Should be completely fine. We can put some other stuff in the middle here, but that way all of our housing is concentrated right here, and we can eventually stack those as well. Make use of this exterior space. So now that we have access to all this, let's go ahead and plant some more wheat. We can actually come all the way down here with that. And then these middle parts aren't fully irrigated. Which I guess I should have built a little channel here. And a lot of you are saying, hey, you should you cut a channel and then put a power shaft in it and then flood it and then put some walkways on top. And that way you have everything in one tiny compact space. And it's really efficient. Yeah, I agree, that's really efficient. It's also a lot of work and a lot of stuff we can't currently do because we don't have dynamite. But that's definitely something we're going to be looking into as we move forward. How are we doing down here? All right, they're working. I don't know where this guy's going because I should be disallowing scrap metal in these guys because we have our storage over there. So let's go ahead and just do that. Yeah, okay, that's already done. Is this one just for food? Just for berries? I think it is, yeah. Okay. That's fine because we need those to actually breed our beavers. So that is A-okay. This should eventually get filled up. And then this guy won't have to go all over the place anymore. So I think we're definitely growing to the point now where we need another water pump. And we're going to do that. We just have to get somewhere first. I'm going to Put this here. Go ahead and get rid of these two. And then I think they can start putting in, yeah, they can start building these levees. And then they'll get there. So we might as well go ahead and just go for broke here. And start putting all these guys in. Now, I've kind of created a problem here because I have these, I'm going to have these big floodgates. We can't research quite yet, but this is 4 blocks high. So I'm actually going to have, I believe, this come down that far. I think this is a smart way to do this. Let's go ahead and cut these trees down. Get this guy to come into work and do that. I think this should be fine pretty quickly. We just need these guys to get to work and get this whole thing taken care of. So I think we're going to be in business. I just need before we get actually, because I know they haven't actually started doing anything with this yet. I know this has got to be very frustrating to watch. I need them to build these first, these right here. Because once we have these walls in place, these are going to be 3 floodgates side by side, and they're not going to be able to get to the middle once the outside floodgates are built. So those absolutely have to be done first. And oh, don't. Okay, All right, don't tell me that this stupid tree. No, we're gonna get rid of all this. we're gonna get rid of those. We don't have the time or the patience currently to do that. So the reason I'm trying to rush this is because once this starts filling up and this floods, I can put in one of these deep water pumps up here, and I'm gonna have to build a platform to get that far. But see how far down this goes? That is only 5. It'll go down 1 more below that, I believe, which means it'll reach down into the deeper part of this. So that's going to be very, very useful. We have these platforms here. I don't think it's really... Okay, well, you save on planks by having the taller platforms. Alright, these guys are mad because there's no water. Yeah, alright, we're just going to have to... we're just going to have to bite the bullet and put in another one up here before we get too ahead of ourselves here. Let's put this in. Let's get them working here. Because these are some thirsty boys. But they'll get this built before too long. And I think we'll be in good shape. Yeah, this is a really smart idea to have them have to cross the river and get that wet fur bonus. Yes, I know they're all thirsty, so it doesn't matter. But the thirst is going to be going away soon enough anyway, once they have this actually staffed and taken care of. Yeah, we're looking good. Getting lots done here. Very, very productive. So now this is actually... Okay, no, I guess that's fine. I don't know why they're, Oh. I should probably prioritize this demolition, no? Yeah. I just don't want to look at those trees down there, honestly. We'll get that all taken care of. It shouldn't be too much longer. And they get back to their beaver lives. Just need this one tree taken down, and then we can get this built back up again. Now turn that to a high priority. And then I think we can go ahead and let them take care of all these. As soon as that's done, we'll add our second layer and keep going up from there. This probably won't be done in this episode, but we're going to do our best. So while we're waiting, let's go ahead and put another one of these foresters down here because we are going to need a lot more wood. So I think I can, yeah, we'll just go here. Plant some trees. Let's go for pines. Get this built quickly here. Let's go for pines that grow in 12 days, and they get 2 logs versus 9 days for birch. That gives you 1. Pretty easy choice to make here. And of course, we have our log storage right here, which will be very useful. Okay, we will go ahead and move this guy over here. I know this might seem a little dumb the way I've got this set up, but don't worry, there's going to be a reason for all this, and most of it, honestly, is to build this. But we'll let this guy get going the way he wants to. Just got to get these built. Too far from a district. I guess that means we have to put in paths. Okay, this is still... Alright. We'll just, we can always get rid of the paths. I think this should, should still be fine. Now we got more happiness. That's good. Okay, well, I guess that's going to say it's too far because they don't have these done anyway. So I probably didn't need to actually build this. How are we looking here? Potatoes and campfires and stuff. I think it could just be because now nobody's thirsty to the point of almost being dead. We need to build more storage. So I think now we can actually go ahead and unlock our large warehouse because we have plenty of science points. And then we're going to need to find a good spot to put these guys. So I think what we're going to want to do is come up here in this area that's all brown and dead. And find a good spot. Now if I do this, it should be 1, 2, 3, 3.5 of these. Alright, that's not exactly what I wanted. But if you remember my previous playthrough, I had one of these here, and I had them set up like this, kind of staggered. So we're going to try that. And then I think if these are actually set up the way I think they are, we can put some other buildings underneath here that are going to be useful. I just have to make sure I don't do this incorrectly. We've got tooth grindstones and medical beds. Go ahead and unlock medical beds. I think I can put a platform over there. Yes, I can. Good. All right, we're going to put medical beds on this side. What direction is that going? Yeah, we'll put medical beds on this side. And I guess we'll just put medical beds on both sides. Can I put in the middle here? Is there a single... Oh, within one tile, I guess that doesn't really help too much. Where's that beaver statue? Okay, no, that's tall. I can't put it under one thing. Alright, so I guess the shrub bit's not really going to help because it's only going to extend one tile, so I guess we just won't worry about that. Let's go ahead and just put medical beds here. We'll put our platforms on top of those. And then... Yeah, these are going to take a lot of planks. There's really no way around that, but we're going to be pretty good on trees here in a little bit. I'll go ahead and turn that plank factory back on. But this storage right here is going to be pretty nice, especially when I build Yeah, I'll just go ahead and put them on top of here, but we're not going to let them get built yet. We'll pause these. Pause this center one. Actually, we'll go ahead and pause all of them except, well, all of them for the time being. But, of course, the reason we do this way is so we can put our, oh, I'm not very smart. All right. I'm not very smart. All right. Wow. Yes. College education right there, kids. If we get rid of... I mean, I guess... No, okay, this is fine. This is fine. We can just put this here and then put our staircases here and then have another staircase in the middle. And then have this go up one. Yes, okay, good. That's gonna be nice. I have to remember to pause this as well, but this is gonna be our fun little stair step thing that I like doing. I just think it looks cool. It's probably dumb, but I don't particularly care. I think it's nice. So now, okay, good. We're in good shape now. This is actually flooding, so we can put in our rotate correctly. That will go, I believe, all the way down. Yeah, perfect. That'll go nicely right there. I'm not going to put one here until I can blow up these things, but this one right here will be help enough, I think. And I think now, I guess they're going to help with that. But let's go ahead and get rid of these paths, trying to discourage that behavior. And then we're going to start building up from this side all the way across. Now, this is the riveting episode 2 content you demand, isn't it? This coming up here and building these giant levees instead of doing other early game things that are probably a little bit more more valuable for the sake of actually, you know, getting better at the game. No, I get easily distracted by the promise of fun stuff like that. So, if you've seen a lot of my videos, you understand what's going on here. It's just fun, easy to get distracted and do all sorts of other stuff. But now we have to build across this way, and we'll get there when we get there. And at least now that there is part of a little dam here, we'll be able to take advantage of all the water here, and that will be a-okay. Now I think we do have enough. We do have enough stuff here to go ahead and start building this warehouse. We are going to, of course, continue making planks. I guess this guy went to bed, which is fine. I guess I probably should have been making planks this whole time instead of worrying about that. So now I guess we just basically have this entire day to get this done. I should have had this built this whole time. All right, kids, get to work. We have the power. Harness it. Well, I guess we're doing okay. We just have so many stinking berries, man. Alright, and we don't have, okay, we still have 17 free beds. We have plenty of food. I'm not worried about our beavers starving to death. But we are gonna start getting a little concerned about the water situation. Which I guess for right now we probably don't need to be worried too much. I guess we could just put in another couple of these little mini tanks. So here comes the drought, but we do have water stored up, so we are going to be just fine. Gonna be just fine. And if they ever finish this, then we can actually have more water here. Yeah, should be good. Be A-okay. So I think we can actually eventually get rid of this dam entirely. And maybe put a put another scaffolding there and put in another one of these deep water pumps. It is just so nice to have this water pump be able to go down as far as it does. That's looking good. We have 131 scrap metal. I thought I told it to get out of here. There's none in there. Scrap metal needs to go away. Let's put that desire down to 0. It's already out of there. It's already out of there. Turn that down to 0. See if that gets out of here. I don't think it's going to. It probably has to be actively pulled. Looks like that might actually be the case. Okay, well, that was never a mechanic I really understood too well anyway, so I'm not particularly worried about it. They still didn't start building this at all, this large warehouse. I thought they would. I guess I have too much other stuff and weird priorities. No, I don't have any. I don't have any buildings and priorities, even any of this. So I don't really know. Got plenty of food, so I don't know why they're complaining about being hungry. We can't make the bread until we get the grindstone. Which I guess we probably should put in at some point. I could actually link it to these buildings, but I have to have this stairs here. Now this is probably all going to move anyway, so it's not like it super matters. This guy's just dutifully getting his scrap metal. We're going to get there, buddy. We just need to make 200 horsepower smelter with 300 science points. And we don't have gears, so there's a little bit we have to get to first. I guess the drought is a good argument for bringing back the wheel. That's 40 logs to build a wheel. I think right now 40 logs would be much more useful as a fuel for our levees over here. I think we're gonna, the next couple days, have a bunch of trees down here. I don't know why these aren't built yet. These lumberjack flags. It really shouldn't take that long. They haven't even started this. So I guess I should probably prioritize it, although we're still going to be short a good 19 planks. And we probably won't get any more planks until sometime next episode, looking at the recording timer right now. So probably isn't too fruitful, too helpful here. Boy, we are running a little low on water. Might have to turn these pumps off here. Yeah, definitely. Okay. We're going to pause these two and just only pump from down here. So we're consuming quite a bit of water. I guess our guys are just super excited to build these levees, because that's pretty much the only thing they're doing. Oh well, not a big deal. What I do think we can do is we can find a new route for our pathway here. I think we'll want to do that, because then I can get rid of this path and I can actually turn this into more production along this entire route here, which I think is going to be in our best interest. So I know we don't need this at this point in time anyway, so I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of that. I don't want to click on you. Stop it. And then what we can do with that is we can keep expanding down here. We have our lumber mills. I can go ahead and research a gear workshop, which we will probably start to need pretty soon. I think 3 of those is probably okay for now. These don't have to be in any specific order. So I guess we're going to be fine putting that there. We'll get to paper. I guess I could speed rush dynamite just by putting paper here, and then explosives factory. Oh, I need metal for that, so we'll get there. Anyway, that was the end of cycle 4. So theoretically, this is the end of the episode if I want to stay 2 cycles per episode. And it is already 50 minutes long. But I do want to see this get filled up a little bit more. We sucked a lot of water out of this thing. Wow. Okay, there's still a little... Oh, this looks weird underneath. We still sucked a pretty good amount of water out of here with just 1 pump, so it's definitely going to be nice to have this whole thing filled up to its full capacity, which is going to be huge. It's going to be nice. Okay, now they're actually starting to build this. And they're going to get going on these planks here, so we'll do a little bit more. We won't go too far into cycle 5. But it's fun to watch this whole thing fill up, and it's going to spill over the top, and it's going to flood a whole bunch of this stuff. So if we were a little bit more on top of things, we could take advantage of this and plant some more stuff. But this water is not going to stay here forever. It's only going to stay through. Oh, you know what? Trees take a really long time to dry. And our droughts aren't ever going to be longer than... Yeah, okay. Let's plant some trees. Why not, right? Quite literally no harm in doing so. So we'll get... I think that goes out to here. Yeah. And then we'll come along like this. I think that's probably going to be fine with it being like that. Yeah, that looks good. And now we can actually start harvesting these trees. We can really get going. So let's go ahead and put in... I have to research a builder's hut. All right. We'll do that. We're going to put in a builder's hut. Probably needs to be on the top of this thing. Yeah, we'll put that right there. Get that going, because we can start hiring these beavers and build stuff a whole lot faster. Plus, there's stuff that needs to be demolished, too, which is going to be fun. We're going to want to put in additional power wheels. Large water wheels, I think, have to have a deeper channel, but we have the science for it, so let's... Oh, man, look at this guy. Yeah, and this needs to be at least one more thing. Wow, okay. So this has a side support. I guess... Wow, sheesh. Yeah, this is going to be... Oh, you know, that would be smart, actually, to build like a choke point for this thing. I think it's going to be fine here. If we are able to put in some sort of a... I guess I could just put... Straight up, just put a levee here. And then put this guy on top. Why is it angry? Why is it red? Does it not have enough space? Okay, yeah, that was a failed idea. Unless I put right here, hear me out. What if... Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. Then I can put this guy here. That is going to be... That's going to be choice. That is going to be something else. Then we can take advantage of our ways everything is structured here to do. Let's do... I guess I should just make this a 4-way, just probably at this point assume everything needs to be a 4-way. And then we can probably... I'm not going to put one there because that's going to be a waste. But I could put 2 here. Put in 1 there. And then research this guy. Does this require gears? Okay, we're going to have gears pretty soon anyway. Yeah. We will put this. Let's just say we'll put that right there. Get this guy here. We'll go ahead and do that just so we don't have to do that again in the future. Then we'll do... I guess we could actually leave all this way because it's... No, I don't need to do that. I'll just put in a 3-way thing right here. And we'll let them build this. This is where this gets dangerous. All right. All right, beavers, get to work. Yeah, now we're cooking. I might just break my own rule and keep going. At least for a little bit, because we're having too much fun. So I'm going to go ahead for right now. We're going to... I don't want to deprioritize the dam, but I do want to make sure that we get these things going here. Yeah. Get that going. They can at least get started on the large water wheel. We'll get this and the gear workshop done. There we go. Let's get this piece. I know I just keep maximum prioritying everything, which is you know, probably not the best strategy. But you know, it works. That's about all that comes down to, is it just works. The immortal words of Todd Howard. It just works. About one of the most broken games. Okay, why are we out of... Okay, we're out of water because I'm not pumping water. Turn this back on. Yeah, now we're going to be fine. These guys are all thirsty boys. Okay, we don't need to be storing berries in here. We're going to save... What is in here? Dandelions. Okay. Well, I guess we can't not store berries. We'll worry about that later. Yeah, we're making progress. Now, why did they not build these two? That really should have been... Oh, okay, no, they're in the process of building these. All right, that's fine. Carry on. Okay, we have that done. Now we have more power. Looking good. Too far from a district. What? Come on. Are you serious? Oh, because that path's no longer connected. Okay. I understand. We'll just have to prioritize the demolition of these bushes. That is perfectly reasonable. We'll get there. Don't you worry. Although I get the feeling it's going to end up being just outside the reach anyway, based on how these paths are set up. Okay, no, that's going to work. That'll be fine. Alright, now we got a problem. We just don't have enough adult beavers. So I need to have at least a couple of gears, or one gear, to build the high power shaft. Just one. Just one. We're going to get there. We're going to get there. I can feel it. And as soon as I get my one plank, we're going to turn it off. Or one gear, rather. Because I don't want to waste any more. Okay, we have a gear. We have a gear. It's off. We're done. Now just put the gear in the high power shaft, and we'll be good. Come on. You can do it. I see you. I see you with your gear. Is that a log? No, it's a log. Okay. Alright, get your gear. There you go. There you go. Now we're cooking with gas. It's these planks, man. These planks are going to be killing us. Now we wait. And we wait. And we wait. I guess we could just go ahead and have them build all of these things in the meantime. Yeah, and that's just going to be a whole lot of waiting, folks. Okay, now these trees are complaining they're going to die in 12 days. Well... Oh, they might actually die in 12 days. But I think we'll be able to harvest them before then. They will finish growing, unless they don't grow when they're not watered, which would, you know, kind of make sense, but also kind of be a bummer. We will, we'll see how that goes. Man, we are going. We're cooking. I can feel it now. Again, these guys are all making planks. Albeit slowly. A little slower than I'd prefer. But, you know, progress is progress. And are these... okay, yeah, these are all paused. I don't think there's any other buildings that are requiring planks. These are all paused. All this construction is just... it's just logs. So I guess it doesn't matter. But we're doing fine. We are good. We're making ever so slowly progress here. I want to get this wheel done. I don't think we can get another 37 planks in a reasonable amount of time. Just because these take so long to get done. We don't have haulers yet. I guess I could build a hauling post. Try to find a good spot for that. Probably right here. But of course that requires planks as well, so I'm not too worried about that going just yet. I believe I clicked the wrong thing again. These don't require planks to make. They just are required to make planks. So here comes our drought in 3 days. I'm going to go ahead and put in 3 more of these bad boys. And we're going to divert some lumberjack boys. Since there's not a whole lot of trees that need to be cut right now, we'll divert some of them to work in lumber mills and increase our output. And hopefully we can make some more planks. We only need 15 to get this large water wheel. I want to see this thing going for the drought. I don't think we're going to get there before the drought. That's going to be so upsetting. That's going to be so upsetting. I'm going to have to wait until after the drought at the end of cycle 5. Oh, we actually only need 5. Okay. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. Let's go. Let's go. One more. I didn't think we were actually going to get here. But that's going to be... oh, that's going to be so cool. Cannot wait to see this thing going. Oh, look at that. Let's go to normal speed. That's so big. That's so huge. Now we've got a lot of power coming out of this thing. Of course, we're waiting on the planks to actually build these things. So let's go ahead and get this going. We're yeah, there we go. Waiting on the planks, I know. It's going to be fine. We just have to get everything finished in the next 1.6 days. No big deal. 1.5 days. Come on. All right, come on. Somebody's got to do this. There we go. All right, now our whole network. Yeah, there we go. 485, 86, 87, 490, 495. We are going. Look at this. We already got a little industrial area. I think actually we're going to go ahead and take our screenshot. Of course, I say as soon as the sun starts setting. But yeah, we're gonna call this the end of today's episode. It's so cool to have the big water wheel done, and all this other industry and all these other things coming to fruition. We've got our breeding pods working at well, I can't say maximum overdrive because they're the same rate they always are, which is whatever. But yeah, we've got a lot to be excited about here. Go ahead and slow this down so it's not quite so obnoxious. We'll go ahead and turn our HUD off. And I'm going to go ahead and get a nice screenshot. I think the beard graphic might hide some of that. We'll go ahead and get right there, looking good. I'll take another one from this angle in case I have to do that. But yeah, we've made a lot of good progress. 2.5 cycles. We will end before this drought starts. Don't worry. If you're not a fan of the longer episodes, sorry. I was just really excited to get this going and make a lot of progress here. But yeah, again, first time playing Iron Teeth, so if you have any advice, please let me know in the comments. I love talking to you guys about the game. I read every comment, I respond when I can, and I'm looking forward to having a good time with the game discourse down there. And don't forget, I also stream on Twitch at twitch.tv/jcthebeard, usually about once a week. Date and time varies, but trying to get a little bit more regular over there as some real life stuff gets less crazy. And I'm able to organize my time better. Also stream here on YouTube, usually on the weekends, either Saturday or Sunday, sometimes both, sometimes neither. Just depends on the time I have available. But those will usually be an Ostriv stream or sometimes a Timberborn stream, which is what we did last week. So be on the lookout for that. And of course, tomorrow, another episode of Timberborn Iron Teeth. Going to be trying to get a whole lot done then as well. But just thanks for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. Thanks for spending a little bit of it with me. Well, an hour and 8 minutes of it with me. It's always fun to have you guys here. And I'm thankful for each and every one of you. Have a great day, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.